Hi everyone, my name is Jason Stanaland. I'm a Mobility Solutions Consultant here at Spok. And for today's Spok Ask Anything question, we have, how can you ensure all users know everything they need to know about Spok Mobile? That's a lofty question, but I'll start by saying that I think through our experience working with customers, we generally see three different types of end user learners. We see proactive learners, and these tend to be, if you align all of these learners and their learning styles with the technology adoption bell curve, we tend to see people that are technology pioneers or very early adopters of technologies being people who are really proactive learners. They want to go out and get information about the service and learn how the technology works very proactively. We see a second set of learners who are reactive. And this is generally both the early and the late majority. So the most of your end user population is likely going to be in that camp, where they're willing to learn, but oftentimes it's in a more reactive way, to where they'll generally just look for knowledge materials if they're having trouble. So they'll just try it out hands-on, and if they have trouble, they'll look for additional knowledge. Then you have your third group, or your resistant learners. And these individuals tend to be the technology laggards, and they're often kind of difficult to reach. So they really require a lot of hands-on assistance and actually proactive effort on the part of IT and the individuals that support them. So in order to accommodate the different learning styles across different environments, we tend to see the best results with a three-pronged approach toward delivering knowledge to the organization. One is to provide documentation, and the proactive learners and to some extent the reactive learners will really take advantage of documentation in the form of FAQs, quick reference guides, quick little how-to videos, and tips and tricks. And these can be really, really helpful for proactive and reactive learners. We also suggest that you start a knowledge champion program and recruit people who are proactive pioneers of technology into that program and make them knowledge champions. So if you have users that are really proactive learners, they tend to learn a lot about the technology, you can recruit them and turn them into knowledge champions within the department. And they can help other people within the department and prevent calls to the IT help desk. The third piece is IT field support, to go out, proactively try to help users, provide, go into meetings and do presentations, and try to kind of discover who those resistant learners are and make sure that they get knowledge. What you need to share with these users is in three different phases. You want to divide out your knowledge sharing into doses or phases. You want to provide them with essential knowledge during onboarding. Then you want to provide ongoing knowledge in an iterative fashion throughout their use of the service. So things like tip of the month and just providing a little bit of information along the way is a very useful approach. So you need to provide the users, in terms of the use of Spok Mobile and secure texting, with the benefits, use cases, and workflows that they'll be using the service in. A lot of times users need help understanding, what am I going to use this application for? So helping define the usefulness and the utility of the application. They need to be trained on often. Obviously, application features and functionality, core features and functionality, as well as sharing additional advanced features throughout the use of the service. Information and training on policies and procedures, how to actually use the service in a secure way, for example. And then they certainly need training on device settings and network settings and configurations. So making sure they're connecting to the right wireless networks, making sure that they have their push notifications turned on, that they don't have do not disturb turned on, that they don't have low power mode turns on, things that can actually cause delays in notifications and messages. So that's sort of a high-level summary of who we're looking to get information to, what and how. We certainly want to follow best practice IT service management knowledge management processes along the way. But anyhow, that's really kind of what we've seen to be best practices in terms of ensuring that all users can get the information that they need in the format that they need it. So I hope this answered your question. Thanks for asking. and please keep the questions coming.